Of course, feel the magic in the air this beautiful, beautiful Tuesday. It is Tuesday, the 2nd day of March 2021. And I must tell you, I am super, super excited. Yes, anytime I am behind the MIC, this is what I actually tell you guys, that I'm super, super excited. And of course, the program you're still tuned on to, Sports Today, your number one darling, 107.3 FM. Of course, don't forget that on Sports Today, yes, we get to bring you guys up to speed with each and every latest development. Indeed, everything emanating from the world of sports. All you just have to do right now is stay glued to your radio set while we drive you to the thrilling and true, the most entertaining world of sports. Yes, be it cycling, be it basketball, be it the king of sport, football, be it golf. Believe me when I tell you that we've got you covered. Even as yes, we're about to dish out the juiciest news making rounds in the world of sports. My name is David Orji. Call me the Sports Engine Room. And I'll be very, very best of friends. And this is how I welcome you to today's edition of Sports Today. And believe me when I tell you that Sports Today is going to be totally exciting this evening. And at this time and at this moment, no time to check time because it is 6:04. Yes, it's exactly 6:04 p.m. And I must tell you that in the NBA, yes, on the court, lots and lots of games had already gone down in the early hours of this morning. And lots of games would also be going down today because we know that NBA champions, that the LA Lakers, the Los Angeles Lakers, they actually lost for the second time in their opening 4 games of the season, as Damian Lillard inspired the Portland Trailblazers to 115 to 107 points. Now the LA Lakers playing for the second time in as many nights, led by 85 to 84 points going into the final quarter. That was at the Staples Center. But Lillard's 31 points were supposed to be 28 from Great Trent Jr. as Portland made it 2 wins from 3 matches. He says, and I quote, "I thought we came out with great energy," said the LA Lakers coach, talking about Frank Vogel. When they made their runs, we weren't able to sustain the energy we actually begun the game with. And also, another game, we saw how the Detroit Pistons actually fell to towards successive defeat at the hands of the Atlanta Hawks, which made it 3 wins with 128 to 120 victory. Now Jeremy Grant and Josh Jackson both hit 27 points for Atlanta, as the Pistons coach, talking about Dwayne Casey, chose to rest key players in Blake Griffin and also Derrick Rose early in the campaign. He says, and I quote, "That was after the match, that we didn't want to run them to the ground because of the back-to-back. That's the reason." That's according to the coach of the sides. He says, I don't want to say this is going to be the plan throughout the year. Their bodies and how they feel." And also Donovan Mitchell sank the winning basket with 7 seconds left, lifting the Utah Jazz to 110 and 109 points win over Oklahoma City. Ladies and gentlemen, if you actually watch that match, imagine when Lionel Messi is actually scoring just at the dead of the game. That was what the certain Donovan Mitchell actually did. Just 7 seconds to go. Yes, he actually got the point. That means that the Utah Jazz actually beat the Oklahoma City Thunders by 110 to 109 points. Just 1 point difference. While Nikola Jokic actually had 19 points, 18 assists, and also 12 rebounds in the Denver Nuggets, 121 and 111 points win over the Houston Rockets. And also, it's been a very, very fantastic court side. I must tell you, being on the court side, watching the NBA. Lots and lots of matches already gone down, and also plenty of frenzy, plenty of action, yes, in the world of the NBA. And for those of you who actually love basketball, yes, I actually love basketball. I know how to give the headshot. I know how to do a lot of skills whenever it comes to basketball. Yes, I also play basketball as well because I'm tall. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, yes, we also know that there are also lots of things happening right here in the country, even as we talk about the sports ministry, yes, the Nigerian sports ministry, and some of the things that the sports minister, that's Coach Sunday Diary, yes, Coach Sunday Diary is actually saying right at this time and at this moment.
C'est pas seulement pour les bobos, nous on vient dans nos mambo.
Yes, at this point in time, yes, we know that the sports minister, his name is Sunday Dari, he's actually talking to us. Now, the Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Mr. Sunday Dari, has received members of the Nigerian Olympic Association in audience with a promise to give them an inclusive role in mentoring younger athletes. Now, speaking in Abuja today, being Tuesday, the minister says that the gold is in the child, and I have made the statement repeatedly because the grassroots sports is where the talent can be discovered and nurtured to stardom. I believe in grassroots, which is why the Principal Cup is one of my projects to revalidate grassroots sports. Now, we have started a nursery for development of our sports. As Olympians, your legacies can only last when you are able to groom new Olympic medalists. Now, you must mentor younger athletes. If we organize an Olympic camp once in a year where young people will train, it will attract a large number of young people. Also, the minister further went on to say that we intend to set up social fund for athletes, which will provide funds for training, facilities and credit line, and we shall also create opportunities for our sports people to thrive. Now, in his response, now the president of the Nigerian Olympians Association, Olimide Oyedele, say that our aims and objectives include relating the governmental and the sports ministry to take Nigerian sports to the higher ground and assist sportsmen and women to reach their potentials. Yes, for me, this is actually something very, very fantastic, because we know that sports is gradually dying. Now, let's talk about sports in Imo State. We know that sports in Imo State is gradually dying. I must tell you, 2019, when we held the Imo State Sports Festival, I actually caught up with, went around the Danayam Stadium, saw some facilities and saw some things actually going down. That was at the Imo State Sports Festival. Now, we don't have a handball, we don't have a hockey pitch. Now, the hockey pitch, the female hockey pitch of that's the Heartland Flickers. These people have actually won African Championship for 6 times. Yes, 6 times in a row. But it might actually surprise you to know that we don't have a hockey pitch. But these ladies, despite the fact that they have love for the game, but they're actually doing what they have to do, playing in an improvised pitch. Now, the pitch that they were actually playing then, it was a handball court. They just had to improvise just for the love of the game. Yes, they just had to improvise just for the love of the game. And not only that, yes, let me also talk about another sports I know very well. Now, in the area of darts, now that is actually a sport that needs utmost concentration. Also, during the Imo State Sports Festival, that was at the Danayam Stadium. Now, that is actually a game that the court where you play that, or the place where you actually play that, it's very, very illuminated. When I tell you it has to be illuminated, there has to be lots of lights there, because a lot of people have to concentrate. People are watching you, and you just need lights, you need concentration. Because we saw young people, there was this young boy, I think he was coming from Obo local government. If you see him, he was just 13 or 12, but you need to see the way that guy was actually offsetting most of our big guns, the ones that are age 30, 35 in the game of darts. This is something that we can actually build on, because I believe that in Imo State here, we have lots and lots of talent. It's not just football. Yes, we know that football is the king of sports. There is no argument about it. But there are still so many other sports that we can actually develop. Basketball is the sport that we can actually develop, because, see, those who are actually playing basketball outside the shores of Nigeria, man, those guys are making tons and tons of money. LeBron James is one of the richest sportsmen in the world, and he plays basketball and not football. There are so many sports we can actually revive in Imo State here. Even tennis, both lawn tennis and table tennis. These are sports that we can actually, revive down here in Imo State. And I believe that, yes, after this clarion call, we'll definitely do justice to that. And yes, while we're still feeling the magic in the air, we know that right now we're switching gears over to the world of football. And this time around, we're not just starting with male football, but right now, yes, we're starting with female football. We know that the NWFL match day 8 will be coming up tomorrow. And yes, at the Danayam Stadium tomorrow, there will be a match. A match would actually be going down tomorrow at the Danayam Stadium.
Magic system. Ça change pas. Shawky avec Red One. Est-ce que ça marche?
course, we know that lots and lots of games are actually expected. Yes, we're actually expecting lots and lots of games in the Nigerian Women Football League. That's the NWFL. Now, for some matches we're actually expecting now. Rivers Angels, yes, Rivers Angels of Port Harcourt. They'll be in action against Royal Queens FC, and that match will be going on at the Uniport Sports Stadium. Now, a brief rundown of all the fixtures. Yes, of all the fixtures we're actually expecting, and the Nigerian Women Football League. Now, FC Robo Queens, they'll be in action against Dream Stars, and that match will be at the Legacy pitch at the National Stadium, Surulere. Now, Rivers Angel will be in action against Royal Queens, and that match will be at the Uniport Stadium, Port Harcourt. Sunshine Queens will be in action against the Pelican Stars, and also Nasarawa Amazons, they'll be in action against Oshun Bees. Bayelsa Queens, they'll be in action against Ibom Angels, and that match will be going down at the Danayam Stadium tomorrow at exactly 4 p.m. It is behind closed doors. Yes, it is behind closed doors. But of course, if you're a lover of women football, yes, and for those people, most of our listeners who actually love and support women football, yes, you can actually cheer the NWFL as well, because Bayelsa Queens, they'll be in action against Ibom Angels. That's tomorrow at the Danayam Stadium. And also the Confluence Queens, yes, they'll be in action against the Abia Angels, and that match will be taking center stage at the Confluence Stadium, and that's in Lokoja. Not forgetting that they at the Abo Stadium in Delta State. We'll be seeing how Delta Queens, they'll be in action against Edo Queens. Now, if you look at how the table right now, the NWFL table after match day 7, yes, we know that something happened last week to Robo Queens, whereby while they were actually going to their match, they were robbed, but they still decided to the next day to play the game, so that because the owner of the club is also the coach and everything, so instead of incurring much more expenses, he decided to go ahead with that particular game. Now, if you look at the way that after match the 7 in the NWFL, Bayelsa Queens are currently, yes, they are first position on the log. They've played 7 matches, they've won 6, they've lost only 1 match, they've scored about 12 goals, and they've conceded 7 goals, and they have 18 points. They are followed closely by Rivers Angels. Now, Rivers Angels, they have 17 points. They are just 1 point behind Bayelsa Queens. Edo Queens are third on the log. They have 14 points. Delta Queens are followed. They are fourth. FC Robo Queens, Oshun Babes, Sunshine Queens, Royal Queens are 8th. Nasarawa Amazons are 9th. Confluence Queens, they are 10th. Abia Angels are 11th. Pelican Stars are 12th. Ibom Angels are 13th, and Dreamstar Ladies are 14th. And the question now you ask yourself, where is Heartland Queens? Heartland Queens, yes, we know that we are not playing in the NWFL this season. And also, if we look at the last time the matches actually went down in the NWFL, just a recap of the last fixtures that actually went down. Royal Queens actually beat Dreamstar Ladies by 2 goals to nothing. Ibom Angels beat Nasarawa Amazons by 1 goal to nothing. Abia Angels actually lost at home to Bayelsa Queens by 2 goals to 1. Pelican Stars lost at home to Rivers Angels as well by 2 goals to 1. Oshun Babes actually beat Sunshine Queens by 1 goal to nothing, and Delta Queens actually beat FC Robo Queens by 1 goal to nothing. Not forgetting that Edo Queens, they also beat Confluence Queens by 1 goal to nothing. So if you support, if you love female football, and we also know that this year, I think CAF is already working on that. CAF is already working on getting a CAF Women's Championship, Champions League just for women, just to support the development of women football in Nigeria. At some point in time, we can see that women football is something that a lot of people have actually looked down on. Yes, a lot of people have actually looked down on women football, even in the national team, the Super Falcons, where at some point in time, Desire Paranoze was actually clamoring for, she was actually clamoring for a unanimous pay. Yes, a unanimous pay between both teams. But of course, it is what it is, and we are basically, personally, I am basically supporting. Yes, I am supporting women football, and I support the development of women football. And also, yes, we know that in the African Cup of Nations yesterday, it was the semi-finals. Yes, some matches actually went down yesterday in the African Cup of Nations under 20. Yes, the under 20 team of Ghana yesterday, they actually beat the Gambian under 20 team as well. Lots and lots of games actually popping out in that particular place. Feel the magic in the air. And also, yes, in another fixture that was yesterday, we also saw how on the 20 side, the Ugandan on the 20 side actually beat the Tunisian team. Yes, the Tunisia on the 20. And also for the third for the match for third place, we're actually seeing that the Gambian on the 20 side, they'll be trading tackles with the Tunisian on the 20 side. And the final of the African on the 20 Cup of Nations will be between the Ghanaian on the 20, that's the Ghana on the 20 side, and also the Uganda on that 20 side. Now the question you want to ask yourself is, where is the Nigerian under 20 team? We don't qualify for this tournament. And also, yes, I'm moving on to the African continent, bring you guys up to speed with some latest stories. Yes, emanating from the African continent. Yes, right now we're talking Africa right now. Now, Egyptian trainer, his name is Hamada Sadiq, is now the new Al Hilal head coach, taking over from Zoran Manojovic, who was sacked yesterday, Monday, following a stream of poor results and the CAF Confederation Cup. Yes, this is a managerial casualty. Yes, a managerial casualty for Al Hilal. And also, yes, we also know that there's katakata. Well, I tell you, there's katakata in African football. This is exactly what you say in Nigerian football. Now, CAF, that's the Confederation of African Football, has actually opened an investigation on Gomaya's FC captain. His name is Kenneth Mugana, and goalkeeper Boniface Olouch on the alleged attack of a referee and use of abusive language after the CAF Confederation Cup playoff match between NAPSAs against
107.3 Darling FM, the People's Radio.
My mother-in-law and I are like 5 and 6. And our Gile game is copy and paste. But when it comes to our favorite milk, we're so different. My mother-in-law loves her pig-filled milk because it's low in cholesterol. And I love my pig full cream milk because it's rich and creamy. And that's why I buy both. So choose your pig today.
Pig, reach for your pig. Madam, what do you want buy wey make you dey shine eye like this?
Abeg, when person fit see better baking shop where they sell bakery materials, wey no go use price cut person head.
Odilama Nigeria Enterprise Limited. Then they sell all kinds of bakery materials such as Golden Penny Classic Flour, Honeywell Delight Flour, King's Flour, Bakewell Flour, Happy Bake Flour, and Dangote Flour. Then they even sell things like Boa Sugar, Golden Penny Sugar, Dangote Sauce, and all kinds of butter and bread preservatives, even bread improvers like EDC, Dynamil, etc. They also be major distributor of King's and Mamadon vegetable oil. Now swallow you want? Them get Golden Penny Semovita, Supreme Semolina, Pure Semolina, Honeywell wheat meal of all sizes, oatmeal, plus including all types of vegetable oil and pastas for very affordable price. Their head office dey for number 8 of Suji Street off Tetlo, Owerri, Imo State. Their branch dey for number 13 School Road, Owerri, or Free Zone, Green Roof, Relief Market, Owerri. You fit call them for 080-3329-5429.
In accordance with the Nigeria Communications Commission, NCC's mandate to link every phone number to the user's national identification number, NIN, 9Mobile as your network of choice is making the exercise nice and easy. Simply dial *996#, verify and link your NIN. Better still, you can visit www.9mobile.com.ng/NIN to do the same. Remember, a stitch in time saves all the 9Mobile benefits you've always enjoyed, so hurry now.
Make your life better with BBC News Pidgin. To get better for this world, you suppose know wetin dey. Make better tori ginger you from your domot to the whole world. Because when you see every for the world, anything dey possible. Make your life better. Search for BBC News Pidgin.
Wow! It's here!
What's that?
What's here, Mom?
The new Maxi 20 hand sanitizer.
Tell me about it, Mom.
The new Maxi 20 hand sanitizer is carefully produced to help us fight germs and provide the right protection for every family.
Introducing the new Maxi 20 hand sanitizer to help you fight germs every day.
Mom, now I can clean up germs that touch my hands and be fine, right?
Yes, son, you can, because Maxi 20 will keep you protected.
Yippee!
Maxi 20, war on germs. Another quality product from Intercontinental Distillers Limited.
Charles! Yes, Mama?
Go bring 2 sachets of hyper bleach come.
Why 2 now?
Because I go use one take soak the whites. Then go use the other one take in all the yama jams.
But I know they see any yama jams for here now.
There's small well oh, but they did there. And now why I trust only hyper bleach to take in all of them pata.
Make all your white cloths they continue to the white and they kill all the virus and the yama jams. If it cause sickness for your house with the disinfecting power of hyper bleach.
Introducing the new Hollandia Slim Evaporated Milk. Hollandia Slim Evaporated Milk has all the nourishment of milk with 50% less fat. It is evaporated milk that contains high calcium, 7B vitamins, vitamin D3, phosphorus, and magnesium. It comes in 3 pack sizes, and the 60-gram pack is 50 naira only.
Hollandia Slim Evaporated Milk. All the nourishment of milk. 50% less fat.
Luxury beauty and accessories. Original Tyson. Italian stock chip coated roof tiles. Oh, yeah, no. The Luxury Building and Accessories Limited. Ebola Patano Bodanio. But Italian chip coated roof tiles. Bambam Italian roof tiles. It's a kuche nulo. Oh, kajara. Asuna di borota unkebele kasina miri na umaya. We also kesuru Italian stone coated roof tiles. Get the Luxury Building and Accessories Limited ne wetaranye. Yano Girinabo, Galaxy Roof Tiles, Yana Luxury Roof Tiles by Feru, Obuyabe Barkedina Tiles, Omeneji Marapuriche, Odin Twekunyanulo, Odi Yanaro, Okwakaya Balimuya, Odi Hegatapuya, Owaparakonga, Kideboche, Bakaya, Obno Kamu, Obno Kemiri, Okay, the Karo Kito Topesiri, Hawariano Shingle, Bond, Classic, Shake, Roman, Milano, Visa, Slate, containing just on the chiche. Koloyadi Gatari Atario, I can you put 50 years warranty, 070 40 333 Katara Italian stone chip coated roof tiles.
Hey, Wahala Day, please keep an eye on what you buy. Many Nigerians are in the habit of not checking expiration date.
And for those who do, they do only for consumables, mostly foods and drugs.
In fact, when it comes to cosmetics, toiletries, insecticides, disinfectants, body spray and other personal care products, the checking of the expiration dates on the product label is not taken seriously.
Yet, the consequences of consuming or using any expired product can result in serious complications.
As a consumer, you have a right to satisfaction of basic needs.
Right to choose.
Right to consumer education.
Right to safety.
Right to representation.
Right to information.
Right to redress.
And also right to a healthy environment. If you are shortchanged in any way, kindly call the CPC hotlines 070-6817-5981 or 080-7493-2723 or 090-7938-1270.
As defaulters will be sanctioned, please be warned. This message is brought to you by Consumer Protection Commission, Imo State, Area B, New Owerri, opposite Isopade.
Healthy Kid is a baby and infant tasty liquid that contains 20 bionutrients including omega-3, choline and inositol for brain development, memory and learning ability. It also contains vitamin A, vitamin D3, vitamin E, calcium, iodine and amino acids. Healthy Kids improves immunity and strong bones. Healthy Kid is NAFDAC approved and marketed by United African Laboratory and is available at all pharmacies near you. For further inquiries, call 0806 465 4812.
Dada loves Healthy Kid.
Healthy Kids for your baby's general good health.
Should've known that I was a top scorer. UEFA Champions League baller. Win, I be all there.
Enjoy all the action, fun, and excitement of the UEFA Champions League this season with a cold, refreshing bottle of Pepsi.
Pepsi, official sponsors of the UEFA Champions League. Pepsi, for the love of it.
107.3 Darling FM.
The People's Radio.
Feel the magic in the air.
Magic system. Everyone, shout
Feel the magic in the
Of course, feel the magic in the air this beautiful Tuesday evening, Tuesday, the 2nd day of March 2021. And of course, if you're just joining us now, you're still tuned on to the People's Radio, Darling 107.3 FM. My name is David Orji, Comedy Sports Engine Room. You're now the very, very best of friends. And of course, you know that the program you're watching, you're actually listening right now at Sports Today. Yeah, Sports Today, whereby we get to bring you guys up to speed with each and every latest development. Indeed, everything emanating from the world of sports. Yes, before we actually went for that short commercial break, we already told you guys what was happening in the world of the NBA. Yes, some of the actions that actually went down in the NBA yesterday. Yes, we also told you guys about what the sports ministry and also what the sports minister, Mr. Sunday Dare, is actually saying. Yes, we talked about the Nigerian Women Football League, NWFL, knowing that stating categorically that an NWFL match will be going down tomorrow at the Dan IM Stadium, even as we also talk about sports development. Right now, yes, we talked about some news emanating from the African continent, how there has been katakata, beating up of referees, yes, in the game between, that was in the CAF Confederations Cup game, yes, in the CAF Confederations Cup game between Gomahia and Napsa Stars. Now, this guy's actually beat up referee. Later, I'll definitely have to share the video where the referee was actually struggling for his life. My brother, if you see this picture is very funny. As about this time, we're gradually switching gears over to Europe, where England says that they are ready to host more Euro 2020 games, and that is according to the Prime Minister. That's according to the Prime Minister, Boris Johnson. Now, Johnson actually told reporters that his government's ambitions went further in the joint United Kingdom and Ireland candidacy to host the 2030 World Cup. So that means England and Ireland, they are bidding to host the 2030 World Cup. The 2030 World Cup is definitely and the next years and the next 9 years, and very soon, yes, the bidding process will start. 2022, it's already going to Qatar. 2026 is going to US and Mexico. That means 2030, yes, might just go to England and Ireland, because this guy is actually bidding to host the World Cup. But also the Euros are set to be played on 12 cities across the continent from June 11 after being postponed last year as a result of the coronavirus pandemic. Now, the ministers are holding talks with European football governing body UEFA about hosting more games due to the rising cases across the continent and the slow rollout of the vaccines. Now, Britain has been one of the nations hit hardest by the virus, but already vaccinated 20 people with at least one dose and plans to finish the whole population by the end of July. Now, Johnson's spokesperson last week dismissed talk about England hosting the whole tournament, but Johnson indicated that the country could take on more than just the semi-final and final at Wembley. He says, and I quote, that any other matches they want to be hosted, we are certainly on for that. He says, we are hosting the Euros, we are hosting the semis, and we are hosting the finals. If you know that if they want any other matches they want to be hosted, we are certainly on for that. But at the moment, that is where we are with UEFA. Of course, you can imagine some people actually saying that they are ready to be hosting games. And what are we doing here in Nigeria? Are we ready to host the World Cup? Are we ready to host CAF? Are we ready to host any other tournament? Ladies and gentlemen, at this time and at this moment, let's quickly switch up the tempo. Yes, let's quickly switch up the tempo of the show, because we know that lots and lots of games will be going down today. Yes, Manchester City unbeaten. Yes, unbeaten. They'll be in action today. And also we'll talk about Manchester United, because Manchester United, they are also in the news, even as Coach Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is actually giving some updates. Yes, he's giving some updates about the fitness levels of Paul Pogba and Edinson Cavani. And also don't forget that you can actually get to listen to Darling FM from any part of the world. All you just have to do right now is search for kindly log on to www.darlingfm.ng. Click on the play icon in your live. You can get to listen to us from Europe, from Asia, from any part of the world. Yes, you can actually get to listen to us. Don't forget, we're also live on Facebook. Yes, we're live on Facebook. For you to actually see us on Facebook, kindly search for Darling FM Owerri on Facebook, and you would actually see that we're streaming live already, courtesy of Darling TV. Yes, that's exactly what we do. We set the pace and others follow. And don't also forget that we are on YouTube. Kindly search for Darling FM Owerri on YouTube. Click on the subscribe button. Yes, on YouTube, click on the subscribe button. And don't forget, yes, we're also live on Twitter. Just search for Darling FM. Yes, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram. That means we're on every social media platform you can actually think of, because we're bringing radio down to you, because we are 107.3 FM, the People's Radio. And right now, switching gears over to the Spanish La Liga, where La Liga boss Javier Tebas is hopeful that fans will be able to return to stadiums for the final rounds of matches for the current season. Now, supporters have not been able to in stadiums across the top two divisions of Spanish football since March of last year due to the outbreak of the coronavirus across Europe. Now, football across Spain then paused for 3 months before the 2019-2020 season campaign was concluded across June and July, but fans have not been allowed to return to the stadium due to the stringent health guidelines. Now, La Liga since has featured the speculation of when supporters will be permitted back into the matches, although Tebas admitted in December during an interview with Marca that it was not time to focus on the subject. Now, Tebas actually told reporters today, being Tuesday, in quotes, and this is according to Marca, that we are prepared to have fans in the stadium, but we must speak with the CSD, that Spain Sports Council, on what date and the number of fans. My hope is to have fans in the stadium for the last few games of the season, but the CSD and ministries will have to speak with health. Yes, we'll have to speak with the health, and we'll be able to see the progress of the vaccination perhaps for the first week of April and the beginning of May. Today, the vice president of the community for Madrid said that in a 300 cultural show held that no outbreak of COVID-19 once again has actually been dictated, and also fans returning to stadium would generate much needed match day revenue for clubs and help ease the economic ramifications of the pandemic. And also still sticking to the La Liga president, where La Liga president once again Javier Tebas has actually accused Manchester City and Paris Saint-Germain of financial doping. Yes, financial doping due to oil or gas money. Oil money. You see, oil money, not be just for Nigeria. Oil money still there, Europe. Now, the boss of the top two divisions in Spanish football was speaking in relation to the economic impact of COVID-19 and the ramifications that the pandemic was having on spending within the sports. Now, Tebas actually claimed that all clubs across football were struggling to invest in their pre-pandemic levels, but insisted that the English league leaders with current French champions were different due to their ownership structure and access to funds. Now, indeed, the chief of La Liga went further and claimed that the financial doping was the reason for Manchester City and the Parisians to be able to outspend their rivals, something which impacts upon Spanish giants such as Football Club de Barcelona and Real Madrid. And also Tebas actually went on to tell reporters on Tuesday, this is according to Marca, that the prices, yes, he says, and I quote, the prices that are spoken of over certain players are very difficult to pay, except the state-owned clubs like PSG and Manchester City that can sign with oil or gas money. Hey, these clubs, they have oil money. Manchester City, oil money. Paris Saint-Germain, oil money. Barcelona, katakata money. Real Madrid, Wala money. Chelsea, Abramovich money. Manchester United, Manchester United, Woodward money. And also still speaking, yes, talking about Manchester United now. Manchester United now. The coach of the side, his name is Coach Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, has actually given an injury update, yes, on Cavani and Paul Pogba. That's ahead of the game against Crystal Palace tomorrow. Now, Manchester United manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer says that Edinson Cavani is back in training and ahead of the club's clash against Crystal Palace on Wednesday, but Paul Pogba will not be making the trip to South London. So for Manchester United United fans who are waiting, who actually want to see Paul Pogba in action, I think you guys have to keep waiting a little bit. And also, yes, we know that before we actually go down again to that story, we know that lots and lots of games will be going down today. Yes, and I tell you that some matches will actually be going down today. The game between Manchester City and Wolverhampton Wanderers will be going down today. Now the question right now is, can Manchester City, yes, can they end their unbeaten run? Can Wolverhampton Wanderers actually end the unbeaten run of this Manchester City side? Can Nuno Esperanto de Santos, that's the coach of Wolverhampton Wanderers, can he mastermind something? Because yeah, sometime last season he actually masterminded a fantastic win. When I mean a fantastic win against this Manchester City side, and it was also Pep Guardiola who was the manager of the side at that point in time. And don't forget that it's going to be some very, very stringent run of fixtures for Manchester City after taking on Wolverhampton Wanderers today, Sunday, and Manchester derby. And also the game between Manchester City, we know that Manchester City are looking to secure their third Premier League double over Wolverhampton Wanderers. They actually did so in 2019 and in 2009-2010 season, 2011-2012 season, following their 3-1 win that was in September. And also Wolves won this exact fixture. Yes, I remember that Wolves won this exact fixture 2-0 last season. Adama Traore was a key factor in that particular game. Now, in that particular game, these guys, they had to sit back and hit Manchester City on the counter. That was exactly what they did. That was exactly how Norwich City also beat Manchester City, and that was also how this Wolverhampton Wanderers side actually beat Manchester City last year. And also for Manchester City, they haven't lost any game, any of their last 37 midweek Premier League matches. Now, Manchester City haven't lost any of their last 37 midweek Premier League home games. Yes, on Tuesdays, on Wednesdays, and on Thursdays, Manchester City know they lose at home. Yes, for those who actually play the confidential barometer, get this: on Tuesdays, on Wednesdays, and on Thursdays, Manchester City, they don't get business losing at home. And the last time, yes, they've actually won 31 matches, drawing, yes, just drawing one. And the last time they actually lost was to Tottenham Hotspur. That was in May 2010. And also in the English Championship, yes, Cardiff City will be in action against Derby County. All those matches will be kicking off simultaneously at 8 p.m. Coventry City will be in action against Middlesbrough. Yes, Huddersfield Town would also be in action against Middlesbrough. Yes, Huddersfield Town will be in action against Birmingham City. Millwall will take on Preston North End. And by 8:45 p.m. we'll be seeing Nottingham Forest. They'll be in action against Luton Town. And also Reading will take on Blackburn Rovers. And also in some other fixtures, yes, we know that the game between Lazio and Torino that was actually supposed to have held today, officially it has been postponed. But also in the Italian Serie A, we know that Juventus, yes, the old lady club, talking about Juventus, they'll be in action today. But the question right now is, can Cristiano Ronaldo, who is currently the highest goal scorer he's currently the highest goal scorer in the Spanish, in the Italian Serie A, can he go on to score today? Can he add to his record 19 goals already? Yes, can he add to his record 19 goals already in the Italian Serie A? Now, the 4-1 win and the reverse fixture was Juventus' first win against Spezia, and the last 3 meetings in all competitions, 1 draw and 1 defeat previously, and that was in the 2006-2007 Serie B season. Yes, Serie B season, because at that point in time, Juventus was actually relegated. At this time, yes, let's open up the phone line. 081-5050-1073. That's the number to reach us on. 081-5050-1073. That's the number to reach us on. Tell us, what are your predictions for tonight's match? Juventus and Spezia, and also Manchester City and Wolverhampton Wanderers. Hello, hi, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Yeah, I'm Amade Emmanuel, aka a good man.
A good man, and indeed you're a good man. I must tell you, a good man.
Yes. So calling from Elumekemeko Biezena.
Biezena, you're welcome.
Biezena, yeah. I want to talk about Man City.
Go ahead.
So yes, I'm a Manchester United, but I want to tell Manchester United that they should take it easy. Building my club, that Manchester City will carry EPL. They will carry EPL. So I have seen it. And about the Man City game, Man City get this evening. So Man City they are going to beat they are supported by 3 goals to nothing.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Goodman, calling us all the way from OBBS. And also, shout outs to everyone who's actually watching us right now. Shout outs to everyone who's watching us live on Facebook. I have this message from Prince. I think he's texting. He's watching us live from Thailand and Bangkok. And he says, good evening, the Sporting June Room. My darling Chelsea will win Liverpool come this week. Yes, we know that match is on Thursday. Yes, but no Russia. But let's take this call. Hello, hi, good evening.
Davido, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, my brother. Hi, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
Hi, is your friend and brother Fabian Ujo Wondo.
Oh, Fabian, my very good friend. Fabian, you're welcome.
Davido, one thing I can say certainly, City might be shocked today by this dangerous Wolverhampton Wanderers side.
Okay.
And though weekend also not happy because Heartland lost, but I wish us we're going to win the Oriental Derby on Sunday.
Exactly.
And given the club I have soft spot for, like I tell you, I'm an Heartland fan, but I have soft spot for Arsenal. I hope we're going to beat Burnley on Saturday.
I hope the same too for Arsenal. Okay, thank you very much, Fabian. Yes, I keep the calls coming through 081-5050-1073. That's the number to reach us on. And also, shout out to Rams the Savior. He says, good evening, Lord David. I'm Savior watching you from Naked. Shout out to you. Bella Joseph, yes, watching from Bishop's Court. Shout out to you. Ofunwachi Dollars, watching from New Owerri. Shout out to you as well. Ifeanyi Promise, watching from Emekuku. Shout out to you. This one from Uchenna Onukogo is watching all the way from Ungwoma. Yes, Ungwoma. I don't know if I pronounced that or I murdered that, but shout out to you. Hello, hi, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Hello, David. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Hi, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Otutoma.
Oh, Otutoma.
I'm calling from Ngolo Okuku.
You're welcome, Otutoma. But Otutoma, actually, I'm going to get right now. Yes, Otutoma, then
yeah, remember when they say no taste, no football.
Exactly, no taste, no football, but
no taste, no Man United.
Exactly.
No Liverpool. No taste, no Arsenal.
Exactly.
I bet the point. It's a wrong echo. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Man City is already carry Premiership.
Okay.
Mourinho is already carry Tottenham, is already carry Europa.
My brother.
Chelsea. Now it's already carry Champions League. And for Big Four, Man City, Chelsea, Leicester, and Tottenham. That's the people who make Big Four.
Okay. Oh, thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much. My brother say can always when they my when they my the one they are you know when they man can haggle. So keep the calls coming through 081-5050-1073. That's the number to reach us on. Hello, hi, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, my brother. Hi, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Chukwu. I'm calling from Exam and
I'm from Abia State. I know you very well.
Yes, I want to tell the previous caller to still remain on 6th position. Then we 16th of 4.
Okay.
Now, coming to our match tomorrow, you will beat Crystal Palace by 2 goals to nothing.
Exactly, it's tomorrow.
At least 2 goals to 0.
Okay.
Then coming to Victor Osimhen, returning for training, I'm very, very happy. I want to see him on the match tomorrow. Up Manchester United and the Heartland for that. And I want to tell you that the Heartland must beat tomorrow.
Exactly.
And God bless you.
Yeah, God bless you too. And thank you. He's calling us all the way from Umunoche in the Sochi local government area of Abia State. Yes, and also shout out to Joseph Ifeanyi who is watching us on Facebook. He says, wow, yes, I really love this. And also this one from Emeka Pascal. Okay, this one from Knowledgeable Man. He says he's watching us all the way from Port Harcourt. Shout out to you. Promise Ahana, watching us all the way from Omoko, River State. Hello, hi, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, what's your name and where are you calling us from? Obina, good evening, you're welcome.
I'm calling from Orji.
Okay.
Yeah, we contribution is that Manchester United forget about the league because they are giving the chance to be on top of the game. So my specialist Ama and Guardiola, that is what happened. So like they are saying that the 7 matches, but I think nothing will stop them. That is my contribution. They should forget about it.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. My brother, I feel like see your picking na Barca fan. And also we know in the Spanish La Liga yesterday in the Spanish La Liga, Real Madrid actually dropped points, and I must tell you that this is not really looking quite well for Real Madrid. They played out a 1-1 draw with Real Sociedad, the game that everyone actually expected that they'll win. But let's take the score. Hello, hi, good evening.
Good evening, David.
Yeah, good evening. Hi, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
Hi, we're calling from Orji.
Calling all the way from Orji, and my name is David Orji. You're welcome.
Yes. Remember I called you on Saturday.
Okay.
Arsenal faithful.
Arsenal. Oh, I love Arsenal this time around. No be lie.
When I told you that we are going to beat Leicester. Oyinbo promised for taking out of us. It was kind of being afraid. But Arsenal faithful. And I told you we'll give him a red card. We'll start this red card in any moment from now.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother. You're a true Arsenal fan, because even when some Arsenal fans never believed in Arsenal, yes, you personally believe that Arsenal, yes, you called on Saturday and said that Arsenal was going to win that particular game. And also, yes, for the game between Real Madrid and Real Sociedad yesterday, it was Vinicius Junior who actually got an 89th minute equalizer for Real Madrid to make sure that they shared the spoils. Yes, they shared the spoils. Sport 2 actually opened up the goal scoring chart for Real Sociedad in the 55th minute, but we'll come to that. Hello, hi, good evening.
Good evening. My name is Uzo. I'm calling from Nazi.
Uzo from Nazi.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I had to turn off my radio so it won't interfere.
Exactly, my brother. I love you for that. First time caller. This is for you. First time caller. God bless you.
The sky is always blue.
My brother, you can never sky no fit dey red though. The sky can never be red. Take it or leave it. But
okay. Please tell Cosmos Chukwuemeka that he reminds me of Murphy Jemba from Lagos.
Okay, I'll tell him.
Yeah. Thank you very much. You guys are doing a great job. Okay. And I wish Heartland all the best.
Yeah, thank you very much. God bless you. Now you try pass. Yes, you will listen to us. Now you try pass. As I'm also talking about some youngsters. Yes, a youngster who actually made the difference yesterday, and that's a certain Vinicius Junior. Now, that was his 100th appearance for Real Madrid. Now, there are only few players who have youngsters who have actually managed 100 appearances for Real Madrid. Now, Raul Gonzalez managed 100 appearances when he was aged 19 and 177 days. Iker Casillas did that, 100 appearances for Real Madrid, 20 years and 125 days. Now, Vinicius Junior is doing that at 20 years and 332 years. That means he is the third. Yes, he is the third youngest player to actually reach 100 appearances for Real Madrid. Hello, hi, good evening.
Good evening, David George.
Yeah, good evening. Hi, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm bouncing back.
Okay.
For what to predict the match today, Man City will. The match will be tough. That match is a better match.
Okay.
Then tomorrow, Itapa will beat them 2-1. Then fifth, we are coming.
Yes,
Liverpool had a Jordan Madrid. Thank you. That's my day.
Exactly, yes, exactly. And also for those watching us on Facebook, shout out to Linus Udo. He says, I'm enjoying your presentation, Mr. David, and his texting is starting all the way from Ibu. This one from Ikenga Puga says, texting all the way from MBC says it is Operation Manchester City must fall tonight. Hello, hi, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. David.
Yeah, good evening. Hi, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
It's Mr. Sosoliso calling you all the way from Ungopala.
Sosoliso.
First time caller, my brother.
Hey, Sosoliso all the way from Ungopala. Sosoliso, I know you said, but Sosoliso, you're welcome.
Okay, Land and the Chelsea Festival. I'm going to tell you by Thursday, Liverpool, they go.
Hello? Oh, okay. Unfortunately, yes, we lost you, Sosoliso, but do well to call us back. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you that Yakubu Ayebeli is actually predicting who is going to win the Premier League. Now, according to Yakubu Ayebeli, he's popularly known as the Yak. Yes, the Yak. Nobody will forget Yakubu Ayebeli, Nigeria versus South Korea in 2010, South Africa World Cup. He says that Citizen, that's Manchester City, they'll win the Premier League. But let's take this call. Hello, hi, good evening.
Hello, David.
Yeah, good evening. Hi, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
Hello.
Hello, hi, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from? Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello.
Oh, unfortunately, yes, you're struggling with the network. Do well to call us back now. Yakubu Ayebeli says, and I quote, I don't think anyone can challenge them. I think they are 12 points already ahead of Manchester United against Liverpool, about 16 points. It's a long way to go. The title is gone already, and Manchester City will win the league, and that's according to Yakubu Ayebeli, the former Nigerian striker. Hello, okay. Unfortunately, yes, we lost the score, but keep the calls coming through 08150501073. That's the number to reach us on. Hello, hi, good evening.
Good evening,
Yeah, good evening. Hi, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
Yeah, man, I'm calling from Christian. My name is Christian.
Christian, all the way from Country 5. Christian, you're welcome.
Mama, you see, when someone will answer this kind of name, it's for trauma, and this day for evening, you know, so the man will talk better thing.
My brother, he's entitled to his own opinion.
You see, when you are referred to any club like Chelsea or Man, don't let another club be their problem. If you join the Chelsea fans, they want Man to fall, but you will see what will happen by tomorrow. And Chelsea must surely lose by 2 goals to 0.
Exactly. That's your prediction.
That's my prediction.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, you say it will surely. You're saying it will surely come to pass. Thank you very much. And also moving on to another related story where Nigerian Super Eagles player, his name is Victor Osimhen. His name is Victor Moses. Now, Victor Moses actually rates his Cardiff City manager, talking about Neil Warnock, ahead of certain Jose Mourinho. Now, Victor Moses, who's currently on loan at Spartak Moscow, worked under the Portuguese coach Stamford Bridge, was so little game time. Now, Victor Moses actually considers Neil Warnock and Roberto Martinez to be better managers than Jose Mourinho, with the Nigerian leaving a Portuguese tactician he has previously worked with at Chelsea off the list of his top coaches. Now, he says, who is Mourinho? Nobody is Mourinho. And also for some, moving over to some transfer news. Now, Arsenal are willing to let Lacazette go. If you're an Arsenal fan, do you really want to let Arsenal? Do you really want your club to let to let a certain Lacazette go? Hello, hi, good evening.
Hello,
hi, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Mr. Sosoliso, back all the way from Ungopala.
Oh, Sosoliso, all the way from Ungopala. You're welcome once again.
Yes. I'm speaking about Chelsea Liverpool match on Thursday. You see, Liverpool, you go play them that shot on target.
Okay. Thank you very much. You say you go play there without shots on target, yes, and say for sure Liverpool, yes, Liverpool must collect. And yes, of course, we also know that we have some reactions on our official Facebook handle now. This one from Promise Chibawe says, "Good evening. Promise texting from Alvan. I see Juve, Atlanta, and AC Milan winning tonight. That's from Manchester City and Wolves. It could be drawn soup." This one from Oleru Chinemerem says, "Good evening, everyone. The best team should win." From my 3, the beautiful community of Ibuchima Festu says, "Good evening, David. I think the match will be a tough one, but Manchester City will emerge victorious." Ifeanyi Promise says, "Good evening. I see a draw between Manchester City and Wolves. Puyaka Blues." This one from Ayamu Anthony Chiemeke texting from Futo says, "City will definitely continue their winning streak against inconsistent Wolverhampton Wanderers side." Now, this one from Francis Eke says, "Up Chelsea, please. What happened to Cosmos?" Yes, he went to government house. They have a meeting. This one from Chika High Star says, "Juventus will surely win." And this one says, "Good evening. Yes, Juventus will definitely win." And also up Manchester United. Let's take this last call. Hello, hi, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from? You're officially our last caller for the day.
Hello.
Hello, hi, good evening.
I'm David.
Oh, David, my namesake. You are welcome. Shey you sabi play ball, because me I sabi play ball.
I want to talk about go to University by 2 goals to 1.
Exactly, go ahead.
Manchester United will win by 3 goals to 1.
Thank you.
And Liverpool will win.
Okay, and Liverpool, yes, you actually wanted to say that Liverpool will win. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the very least we can actually take. Yes, this is the very least we can actually take on today's edition of Sports Today. Keep it locked on the People's Radio, darling, 107.3 FM. My name is David Orji. Come in the Sports Engine Room. You are now the very, very best of friends. And don't forget that Erling Haaland, he's up. Is he going to be a Manchester United player next season? Is he going to be a Chelsea player? Or is he going to be a Manchester City player? Tomorrow morning from 7 a.m. to 7:30, and also from 6 to 7 p.m. We'll talk about that. Bye for now, and have a very blissful evening.